Hi everyone. In the last video, we have discussed about adjustments for an AR invoice. In this video, we are going to discuss about credit transaction. So we are creating a AR invoice, right? And we are completing and posting the data to GL. And if we want to reduce the amount on the AR transaction, AR invoice, we can create a credit transaction on the top of AR invoice, and we can reduce the dollar amount of the AR invoice using by creating a credit transaction for the AR invoice. The previous topic is adjustment. Basically, we can increase or decrease the amount, but using the credit transaction, we can decrease the amount of the AR invoice. In this video, we are going to create a credit transaction for an AR invoice which is already completed, and we will create the accounting for the credit transactions. We will review the accounting of the credit transaction, and then we will verify if the balance of the actual AR invoice got reduced or not. So these are the steps. I have listed down the steps as well. We'll go step by step. The first task is we need to create a transaction type for credit transaction, and then we need to create the credit transaction. Let us go to the instance first. The navigation to create the credit transactions is a receivables application. Go back to the receivables application, click on billing. On the task list, there is a task called credit transactions. Click on credit transaction. It will ask us for the original transaction. Original transaction is the actual AR invoice that we have created. Let us search for that. In the last session, we have created one AR invoice where bill to customer is my name. So let us search for that. Yeah, this is the transaction that we have created for 200 quantity. That is the dollar amount. So the original document is AR invoice number 133765 under SM business unit. So yesterday, actually we did an adjustment on top of this AR invoice, and we reduced the actual total dollar amount from 200 to 180 by creating -$20 adjustment, and we approved it yesterday. So it is the original amount was 200. It was created for 200. Later we created an adjustment for $20, and the current balance of the AR invoice is $180. And now we are creating a credit transaction on top of that. So credit transaction type is coming credit memo, or like we can use our own custom transaction types also. We created SM credit memo transaction type earlier, yeah, which we can use as well. And source, let us use our manual source that we have created, SM manual source. And scroll down. Now here we can tell out of the $200 how much percentage we want to credit, or we can tell actual amount as well, right? I want to reduce $50. credit. So the remaining balance will become 130. I'm saving, I'm completing and closing it. No, let I think let us redo it. I'm looking for the year invoice. I have selected the year invoice. I'm changing the transaction type to SM credit memo. Source as SM manual and reducing the amount to minus $50. Let me save it first. Okay, let us change the transaction type to credit memo. Save. It has been saved successfully. And let us click on complete and close. Transaction number 2001. This is the credit transaction number. So, cancel it. Okay, let us query the transaction that we have created. Manage transactions. Go to manage transactions and give the transaction date as today's date. Search for it. 2001. This is the credit transaction that we have created. And it is completed. Status is completed. Let us post the data to GL for the credit transaction. Let us view the accounting. Click on view accounting. This is the credit memo creation. So if you come back here and see, there will be 4 entries. First entry, AR, like it will credit the revenue, receivables, account receivables, and debit the revenue account. Yeah, it credits the account receivables and debits the revenue account. These two lines are for credit memo creation, and the next two lines, this row number 3 and 4, are for applying the credit memo or credit transaction to the actual transaction. It reverses the receivable entries both in the AR invoice and the credit transaction. The second entry, revenue debit and revenue credit, revenue entry of the credit memo and original invoice are reversed. Now let us go back to the original invoice and see the balance to verify if the balance has been reduced to $130. Let us go back to receivables, click on billing, come back to our original AR invoice. Our invoice was created yesterday, so let us query our invoice. Click on actions and view balances. Click on view balance details. So this invoice was originally created for $200, and later yesterday we applied an adjustment for $20, and the total amount got reduced to $180 from $200, and now we applied a credit of $50, so the total amount reduced from 180 to $130. So this is how we create a credit transaction for AR invoice and apply that credit transaction to the AR invoice. And we have reviewed the accounting entries for the credit transaction and its application to the AR invoice. Thank you.